Hey, what is going on, everyone? And this is Let's Talk Weekly, episode 7, part 3. This is getting a bit long, but I didn't want to split it into another episode, make it all confusing, make you wonder if it's still on the same topic or not, so I decided just to make this part 3 one day earlier than tomorrow's episode 8. So, today we are going to be talking about the solution to this DLC problem. And how do they fix it? It's quite simple. You stop making stuff exclusive, and you reduce the price. How much do you have to reduce the price? Maybe, okay, let's say for the expansion, you make it 30. I mean, they are adding a lot, but they're not adding enough to make it $40. So drop it $10. Maybe just give us everything for 40 instead of making us have to go and spend 60 if we want everything. I mean, we already spent $100 depending on which $100 or more, depending on which copy, how much you paid, or maybe less. Depends if you bought it at launch or not. How do you fix the DLC exclusivity? Well, you simply stop trying to kiss Sony, and you just because pretty much every DLC exclusivity is on the PS4. If you go and look at most. Well, maybe not specifically the PS4, but the PlayStation in general. I mean, they have 60 minutes from Ubisoft. They get, now Call of Duty DLCs are first there. They get an exclusive strike, new weapons, all of that, just because Sony decided that they were going to go and make a deal with Activision and Ubisoft over that. But thankfully, it looks like DLC exclusivity isn't on a lot of things, just it's on the big, major, big scale, big budget games, and those big budget games always get a lot of attention, and then when they try to overcharge you, people will automatically assume that $40 is a great price, and that $40 is definitely worth it. That you are definitely getting enough content worth the amount of The Dark Below and House of Wolves. Now, neither one of those were worth $20, unless you were on PlayStation, because you got the extra strike and those extra weapons and all those extra maps. It was probably worth it on PlayStation. But on Xbox, those DLCs were worth $15. I mean, we're still losing content. We still don't have the content that PlayStation people have. So, we have been getting ripped off on Destiny this whole time. I mean, even at launch, it were stuff that was on PlayStation only and not on Xbox. So, Xbox is just being ripped off with Destiny, plain and simple. How to fix it? You just give everyone the same content. It's that simple. You give everyone the same console. Developers stop trying to choose your console for you. There are 2 consoles in this generation, and they need to stop focusing on just one and focus on both. Because if you're just focusing on one, the other one's not going to get better. So everyone's complaining how the Xbox One is a lower resolution. Well, I don't think these developers, they think that since they're going to get a lower resolution, no one wants to buy it. It's like 900p on Xbox One. It's 1080p on PS4. Calm down. It's not that big of a difference. Unless you have both side by side, you're not going to tell the difference. This is more towards PS4. I just realized that. But just these developers need to stop kissing up to Sony, stop giving them exclusive stuff, leaving Xbox out because we pay the same money they do, so why are we being left out? I mean, all you Sony fanboys are going to yell at me over this, but why are we paying the same price if we're getting less? Comment down below. Well, anyway, this is the conclusion. They need to stop overcharging or give us all the content. And also choose prices better, because $40 is still too much, even if they add the PlayStation exclusive stuff. But, yeah. So, this is the conclusion to this 3-part episode 7, which is ridiculously long. I am very sorry that it took this long to explain everything. But, yeah, if developers would just stop choosing your console for you, this would be great. But since they're not, who knows what's going to happen with Destiny expansion 4 and 5 and 6. Wasting more money. So anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on episode 8 tomorrow.